Oh yeah, brother. The Iron Hulk has made it to Bangkok. It's been about 2 weeks. A lot has happened since then. We've gone from Texas, journeyed all the way over to Bangkok, did a whole bunch of stuff. Let's find out.
It is the very next morning after Ironman Texas, and we are going to hop on a plane here in Houston, onward to San Francisco, over to Singapore, and then finally to Bangkok. This trip is going to total 11,788 miles from Greenville to Bangkok. Aftermath of Ironman Texas. Time to pack all this up into 3 bags. And here we have the bike finally in its bag. Pretty safe. Haven't had any issues yet. It's a little easier to manage the soft case because you don't have to break the bike down as much. On the hard case, you have to take off the seat, probably the stem up there. Still have all this to go. So here's the gigantic bag. And here it is after all the air has been sucked out of the bag. So when it was all said and done, I had 3 bags to check. The 2 large roller bags and then also the bike. In fact, I had to strategically put a lot of heavy things in my backpack as well as the bag that I was carrying. Here's a quick video of me flying to San Francisco, but we're gonna skip all this domestic flight stuff. You've seen it before. Let's get to the good stuff and right into the Singapore Airlines business class seat. The flight from San Francisco to Singapore is 16.5 hours. But when you have a business class seat that can fully lay flat and you can sleep for most of that, the time flies. And before you know it, you're at your destination. Now, of course, business class seats are expensive, especially when you're going halfway around the world. And I wouldn't actually pay cash for it. It's too expensive. But what I do have are a lot of credit card points. In fact, Singapore Airlines is one of the best sweet spots when it comes to reward programs. You can pull your points together between all your different credit cards. So if you have Chase credit cards and American Express credit cards, all those points from both programs can go right into Singapore Airlines program. Beyond it being just super easy to get points in there, Singapore Airlines is one of the best airlines in terms of customer service and overall quality. And when you land in Singapore, you arrive at one of the best airports in the world, Changi Airport. I already feel the vibe and the energy from Southeast Asia here in Changi. Honestly, it already feels like a giant weight has been lifted. I feel like my life's been on kind of like this pause mode for the past 6 years since I've been away from Southeast Asia, and just stepping foot back here, just immediately I feel better. Got to Singapore Airlines business class lounge. They have a shower here, so I got to shower up, feel refreshed, get plenty of food, breakfast and lunch. Really, it's been a great experience so far. Found a currency exchange that will exchange Thai baht here, doing just a small amount, and that way the convenience right when you get off the plane, you got Thai baht ready to go. And we're off to Bangkok. It's only about a 2.5 hour flight. The meal they provided was delicious, and that red drink right there is something that Singapore is known for. It's called the Singapore Sling. And here we are, first glimpse of Thailand, ready to land. I get through all the airport logistics and find a taxi large enough to carry myself, my bike, and my many other pieces of luggage. One thing to note, you, as the passenger, have to pay the tolls. They're really cheap, so don't fret. So before you leave the airport, you're going to want to purchase something small so you can get some smaller bills for the taxi and the tolls. And here we are at the Marriott 4 Points. I had stayed here at this hotel years prior, so I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew the beds were pretty comfortable and the hotel is very nice. I also knew this hotel was centrally located right next to Terminal 21. And that's the first stop. Let's get a new cell phone plan and get some food at the famous Pier 21 food court, which is the cheapest food court in Bangkok. The majority of the time, I'm going to choose the cheap food option. Heck, that's one of the main reasons why I'm here in Thailand. But there's another aspect of Thailand that I love, and that's the affordable luxury aspect. I stopped in at the Sheraton Grande to check out their brunch. This brunch costs around $24.
good morning. It is day number 3 apartment searching here in Bangkok. A lot of apartment searching yesterday. Got a couple I could definitely say yes to. My heart's just not 100% there just yet. And here we are, we've made it to the Asok stop right next to Terminal 21. The Asok BTS stop is basically the heart of downtown Bangkok here. You're gonna have to go up to this station here to get a new rabbit card. You gotta remember to bring your passport. All right, now we have our new rabbit's card. Oh, it's just so exciting. After a few days of apartment searching, we're almost done here. And it just feels so good because I have these options to potentially be renting for basically $400 a month. I'm so happy, and we're talking luxury here, folks. We're talking luxury. Super nice amenities for 400 bucks and not very far from downtown Bangkok. Easy access to the super nice BTS. Feels good. And here we are at the line, Sukhumvit 101, the building I ultimately chose. Let's take a tour. Here's the game room. Pretty sweet. Near the game room, you have this nice terrace, and next to that, you have this amazing, gigantic pool. Near the pool, there's a co-kitchen. It's also likely to be used as a co-working space. There's a lot of co-working space around the building. Here's the gym. It's small, but it'll get the job done. Most of my workouts are going to be outdoors anyway. And here we have this amazing rooftop. A freaking climbing wall that I'll probably never use, some workout equipment, and look at that view. The Chao Phraya River right there. All right, so I really had to know. It's a really short track, but in a pinch, could you use it? Well, it took me 23 seconds to do a slow jog around it once. Moving on to the other side of the rooftop, you've got this green area with these red seat things. And now we find ourselves at the basketball court / soccer field. There are nets at the top in case you have to rage and kick a ball. And here we go, the first look at the new apartment. This is exactly what I saw for my first time checking out the room. Here you go, big pink curtains and all. Look at this frickin' view. Floor to ceiling windows, and they are very tall ceilings. The wardrobe's quite nice. And that bathroom is also nice. And I'm super happy about that rainfall shower head. And just like that, I have found an apartment. Signed the lease, paid for all the fees, and everything is good to go. And I'm home. Last week at this time, I was racing Ironman Texas. It only took me 3 or so days to find this apartment and to actually move in. I had already had an agent lined up to check out places. She showed me around. Unfortunately, I actually ended up doing a lot of the legwork on my own, finding my own places, because agents don't always have access to all the units, right? They have very limited access to specific units in specific buildings. So what I ended up doing is following a method that Cal from YouTube recommended. I'll share his link to his channel in the description below. And his method is just to go directly into the buildings themselves, go to the juristic office and ask for an agent or two that they primarily work with, because they're going to have the most supply at their fingertips to be able to show you. So that's exactly what I did. I'm paying 15,500 baht, which is about $420 a month for a 1-bedroom. What I call this is affordable luxury. In addition, living here, you're going to get cheaper prices on food and everything else. And boom, here we are in the apartment. Got the Kona Legacy World Championship Belt up there waiting for me to be able to grab at it at the Ironman Kona finish line. But until that time, we have more medals to add to it. The Ironman Texas medal. Here we go. Nice close up there for you. Now, if you're interested in a little bit more detail about why Bangkok, the logistics around moving here, and everything about traveling and living in Thailand, then I invite you to also subscribe to my other channel, link in the description, Youmu Travel. It looks like Youmu Travel, but Youmu means nomad in Mandarin Chinese. In the next video, we're gonna break down the Ironman Cairns Australia course. We're also gonna check out all the different workout facilities around here, the pool at the building, the track at True Digital Park, the bike course out near the airport. And as a new content creator, I gotta say it, please like and subscribe. It helps me out greatly as I'm just getting started. And with that, I wanna say that I am so grateful to Thailand, the Thai people, to Bangkok for allowing me to stay here. I look to stay here long term. I'm just so damn grateful. I'm also grateful for you, anyone who wants to take the time to get to know me and see what I'm up to in the adventures around the world and this crazy journey towards the Kona World Championship. Thank you and have a great day.